Hi everybody, welcome to this platform. This is Sichamba Jacob, and I guess you are doing fine wherever you're watching this video from. Okay, so now check out this. I've got a question on construction, and the question reads, construct a quadrilateral PQRS in which PQ is 8 centimeters. Angle QPS is equal to 110 degrees. Angle PQR is equal to 88 degrees. PS is equal to 7 centimeters and QR is equal to 10 centimeters. All right, so what you can do here, start with what has been mentioned first. That is PQ, which is 8 centimeters. So get your plain papers, or your plain paper, so to say. You'll be provided with this. And then just do a faint line. This is very important. Do a faint line like this. We want to do the length, which is 8 centimeters. So look at this. This is my 8 from 0. So always start from 0. You can see this is 0. So you just do your line like this. This is 8 centimeters. So I've done my 8 centimeters. So I can indicate that this is my P and this is my Q, and it's 8 centimeters. So this is very important. So after this, you check the angle that you've been given. This is angle QPS, which is 110 degrees. So get your protractor for an angle. Go to where P is. P is right here. So do this. Okay, you can see this point should be, this part should be where the point is. And then when measuring the angle, we start from here. You follow the lower scale. This is 110 and it's right over here. I hope you're able to see. So do a point straight right here. Now you can do a faint line. For this one, please do a faint line. I'll explain why I'm saying you do a faint line. So this is my faint line right here. I hope you're able to see that the line is really faint. So now, after doing this angle, okay, and then the length, this length will be PS. Now, we don't know where S is. You need to find, you know where P is, but where is S this side? We don't know. So we're going to find PS, okay, length PS, which is 7 centimeters. So for this one, I like encouraging my students to get your ruler and then measure 7 centimeters. So 7 is right over here, and then you put it at 0. You can see that. So this is 7 centimeters. You now go to where P is. Point P is right here. I hope you're able to see. And then you cut an arc here to help you know where letter S is going to be. So this is where the point S is. It's right here. This is our S. You can now do a board line from S to P. This is our line, okay? I hope you're able to see. So now from here, you shall measure now angle PQR, which is 88 degrees. So PQR, we don't know where it is, but the angle at Q is 88. So get your protractor as usual, take it to the point, and then start following this scale, the upper scale, the scale which is starting from 0. So you go, this is 80, 85, 86, 87, 88. It's right over here. That's where 88 is. So get your ruler. You do a faint line also here. Very important to do a faint line. You know, we don't know where R is. So you just do a faint line. Okay? So this is a faint line. And then after doing a faint line, you measure. They have said QR is what? Is 10 centimeters. So from this Q all the way to R must be a 10 centimeters. So as usual, measure where 10 centimeters is. So 10 centimeters, this is 10. Take it to 0 here. Okay, from 10 to 0, you can see it's right over here. Let me make sure that I get the proper measurements. So just a bit. just a bit here. So make sure the measurements are okay. So from 0 to 10, that's 10 centimeters. And then put your compass here at Q. You cut an arc so that you know where R is. It's right here. Okay? So my R will be right over here. This is where my R will be. And then you can now do a board line. So this is actually our board line. So from this point, since now we've known where R is, where Q is, where S is, where P is, we can join now this, which is our SR. You can join. Okay, so we've joined and we formed our quadrilateral. So this is our quadrilateral. Very nicely done. So make sure you do the same and all the measurements must show. So here we know we didn't put the measurements. You can put it 7 centimeters. This is 10 centimeters. So remember to even indicate those. For the next question, they're saying measure and write the length of RS. R is right over here. S is here. So just get your ruler, it's okay, or the compass, you can measure. So I'll just get my ruler because I don't want to waste my time. Take this point to 0 and here check. This is, make sure that your measurement are done accurately. So this is 10.5, 6, and 7. So this is 10.7. So you can write your answer as 10.7. So let me write it down here. So just indicate the question number is question B. Okay, 5B. So we shall say question B. We are measuring what? What are we measuring? It's RS. So RS is equal to 10.7 centimeters. Okay, so that's a mark, 10.7 centimeters. So the next question here, they're saying, within a quadrilateral PQRS, construct the locus of the points which are 6 centimeters from QR. So look at this. This is 6 centimeters from a certain line. This line is QR. You go to your diagram and identify where QR is. So my QR, this is QR. So it's this line. And what it means that form a line right somewhere here, which must be 6 centimeters from here to here, 6 centimeters. But we can't use the ruler like it is here. Just straight like that. You need to always get your compass, do the measurements there. This is 0. And then they said 6 centimeters. So my 6 centimeters will be right over here. This is 6 centimeters, you see? So after getting that 6 centimeters, do 2 arcs. So the 2 arcs, there is this arc. For as long as you are putting your compass along this line which has been mentioned, and then you cut. So I've got 2 arcs. There's this arc and this arc. After forming those 2 arcs, you get now your ruler just on top of the arcs. Top of the arcs. You see? On top of this arc and top of this arc. You see? That's where now you do your line. This is where my line will pass. Just on top. This is the line I was looking for. Okay? You see? On top of this arc and top of this arc. And I can indicate that this is my 6 centimeters. 6 centimeters line. So it's 6 centimeters from here all the way to here. That's 6 centimeters. And when you're done with that, you go to the next question. The next question is saying equidistant from PS and RS. So for this equidistant, what you can do is check the letter which is common. It's S. Meaning go to point S. Our point S is right here. This is point S. So at this point S, you take your compass there. I hope you're following. So take your compass to point S. Open any distance of your choice. You can see this, any distance of your choice. You make an arc here. and this side. So both sides forming point S. There's this side and this side. Once you make that arc, or those arcs, you take your compass on one of the arcs and then open more than half. You see the distance from here to here. You open this compass more than half. So I've opened more than half this length. Okay? So when you open like that, you now make an arc like that. You take it to the other arc right here. You make an arc. So we needed this intersecting point. This is what we are looking for here. Okay? So when you find that intersecting point, you now join these 2 points. Okay? You form a line passing through the 2 points, this one and this one, but it should be all the way inside the quadrilateral. So this is the equidistant line. We go to the next question. The next question here, they're saying a point M is within the quadrilateral PQRS is such that it is 6 centimeters from QR and equidistant from PS and and RS. Okay, equidistant from PS and RS. Label M. Now look at this. The 6 centimeters line is this one. From here to here, 6 centimeters, and the equidistant is this. So according to the way the question has been asked, they are just looking for this point, the intersection. So this is where you label your M. It's this one. Because they have said 6 centimeters from here, we know it's this line, and they have said equidistant, and the equidistant is here. Now to show where this 6 centimeters and the equidistant are, you just go to the intersecting point, which is this one, and your M, you write it here. Okay. The last question, they are saying, another point N within the quadrilateral PQRS is such that it is less than or equal to 6 centimeters. Now look at this. Less than or equal to, meaning that point must be somewhere down here. Okay? And then here they continue saying, and nearer to PS than RS. So we go to the equidistant. This is equidistant line. PS is this side. This is PS. So they're saying that point must be less than this. Okay, 6 centimeters line. And it should also be nearer to PS than RS. So it should be somewhere this side and a little bit down or equal to this line. So meaning the point N must be this one, because this one is greater than 6 centimeters, but this one is less, and then it's to the side of PS when we follow this line, not RS. Okay, so this is what we are looking for. You indicate that that's your N, and then you label. So to label, since I want my work to look neat, I can use my ruler to shade like this, so that my work can look pretty good. I don't want my work to look dirty. So that's how you do this, guys. I hope somebody's following. So make sure you do your shading nicely done. It should be nicely done right over here. I hope you're following. So this is how the answer for 2024 paper 2 construction was supposed to look like. I hope you can see that it looks beautiful. This is how your work must look like. Even when the examiner is marking, they will be really happy looking at your work, which looks like this. And you get proper marks for all these. So the total number of marks will be what? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you get 8 out of 8. And this is very good. Thank you, and bye-bye.